core virtues I believe I possess are service from civic virtues, gratitude from moral virtues, motivation from performance virtues, and curiosity from intellectual virtues. These 4 virtues of service, gratitude, motivation, and curiosity are the most significant to me in how they influence my daily actions because they are qualities I believe Christ had instilled in me as my relationship with him grew. I feel that living life with service shows a sense of being selfless and seeing what you can do for others while setting your own desires aside. I think gratitude is something everyone, including me, needs to have more of because life is truly a gift from God. I believe motivation is a gift from God when you decide to live for him and choose to engage yourself in practices that he has called you to do. And lastly, I think that living life with curiosity helps one grow with an open mind. Each virtue I believe I possess will be used to recognize the inherent worth, dignity, and potential in every student because it helps me keep a godly lens in the classroom to lead by example and love the children in my classroom. Imago Dei refers to image of God, which refers to every single individual being made in God's image. This means every single individual in the classroom is made with value, a purpose, and plan in God's eyes. Knowing this, I will be intentional with using my virtues to represent God and be faithful to God by helping each student feel valued. To add, I can help steer my students to go in the right direction of God's plan for them. As students are developing, each one will be different in their learning and gifts from God. With that, I will use my service gift to dedicate myself to helping them, even if it comes at the expense of my time, money, and energy. I will be grateful that I get the privilege to working and teach each one because kids are truly a blessing from the Lord. I will be motivated to help each student grow cognitively, social, emotionally, and spiritually. And I will be curious to find out who each student is and how God made them different to help them grow in the classroom to the best of my ability. Character formation to me means how my personal virtues assist me in my core values, development, and the way I interact with other individuals. As I go through life, my character formation impacts my thought process, which determines my decision-making in life. Grand Canyon University says, character formation is a lifelong journey that shapes our intentions, decisions, and overall quality of life. Understanding what character formation is makes me want to strive to be more intentional about the way I think and how my thought process develops. When I feel I am in situations where my values are challenged, I try to hold my tongue and cool down before I speak. I am very fiery in intense moments, but with that, I can get over a situation very quickly. Knowing myself, I have learned to calm down and keep quiet until I feel my emotions aren't talking instead of me. From learned experience, I feel very guilty when I speak harshly or act off of anger, as I am very passionate. I have very strong values and want to hold myself accountable when I let my emotions get in the way of them. I futuristically would like to learn how to keep my emotions quiet and be more slow to anger when my values are challenged. 2 strategies that I would use to foster character formation with my students in classroom are ensuring I emphasize bringing and teaching character formation into lessons and giving students positive reinforcement when they embody a virtue in the classroom setting. CCCE talks and shares about bringing character formation into the classroom by giving students the opportunity to practice. The program says provides students opportunities to practice virtues through activities like collaborative problem-solving games and teamwork. Giving students the opportunity to understand and practice the virtues helps them learn and recognize them at a young age, ensuring growth. To add, CCCE talks about giving students recognition when they show a practice or virtue in the class. The program says, recognize students who embody the virtue in their actions and behavior. Connect the virtue in behavior reflections and discussions. Giving students positive reinforcement will help foster character development with my students in a classroom setting. The methods I use to hold myself accountable for teaching others with dignity is reflecting and thinking, what would Jesus do? While I fall short of being kind and loving, I feel I use reflection, which is an intellectual value, to process what I can do to handle my emotions better in the present and the future. I also get lots of feedback from my parents and go to them for lots of advice on how to better myself. I believe my mom and my dad are good counselors for me because they're grounded in Christ and their morals align with mine. 2 people I seek to be honest with me about my strengths and opportunities for development are my dad and my brother. Both of these people, although are in my family, are very brutally honest with me. Even when I don't ask them for constructive criticism, I receive very good advice on how to better myself from them. To add, my dad and my brother know my gifts in life and push me to get out of my comfort zone when it comes to doing something I will excel at. For example, my dad pushed me to do track my senior year when I didn't want to do it, and it was a great decision for me because it helped me grow in my faith, being courageous, and ultimately brought me closer to God. 2 tools I will be using to further my character development as an educator are the Bible and the Girls Gone Bible podcast. Both the Bible and Girls Gone Bible podcasts only do positive things for me, my mindset, and growing my character. As I currently read my Bible and have listened to the podcasts, I have noticed me changing certain toxic brain patterns I used to have. I have a lot more to learn from the Bible and many more episodes to listen to on the Girls Gone Bible podcast, but I know it will make my character development grow, especially because it supports all the qualities and the 4 virtues of practical wisdom. Thank you.